and also interact with them as efficiently as possible. Okay, hand seems pretty great. You usually don't end up having the red source in your starting hand, and I will have to find it at some point. But yeah. Thornwood Falls, okay. So most likely Tron, potentially some kind of Turbo Fog deck. They mulligan to 5. Spell Stutter, I don't want to reveal. Probably already worth keeping open Spell Stutter because they are likely to preordain Ponder or Brainstorm to try making their land drops. What the hell? Okay, I guess like Defender Ramp. Not sure. Is freed from the real or something? Is that a possibility? I'm not sure what's really going on, but probably something like that. Yes. Not the card that I really wanted to draw, but I guess killing all of their creatures to stop them from comboing off with them should still be beneficial. Okay, this looks like a shuffle, because I do want a red source, and I already have the third land. Next turn I'll YOLO Gush to find the red source, but right now it still seems much better to keep the Spell Stutter open, even if it's just Spell Stutter for 1. Yeah, freed from the real would make sense. They want to have this produce a bunch of mana and then constantly keep tapping and untapping it for infinite mana. Yeah, and this both enables the X, Bane, Guardian, and Transmute for the freed. So I get a little bit of what is going on here, though I'm not even certain what the other 60 cards in their deck are. I mean, not quite 60, but like what the exact list looks like. That has to be useful though. Probably just want to Fairy Miscreant and Counterspell. Yeah. I don't think I need to gush yet. Gushing when I miss. Wait. Yeah, that's flies. What? I kind of overlooked that, but yeah. It's obviously pretty good against me, though finally finding my red source should be amazing. Sure. I do get access to a bunch of mana here, but hopefully I just counter their payoff card, like they're freed from the real, and then everything's great. I could have tried to Spell Stutter that, but they still have access to 4 mana afterwards, so that's pretty dangerous. Yeah. I think I'm countering that. Like I can theoretically let them have infinite mana and then just try to counter whatever they're doing afterwards, but that seems too risky. Come on, red source. These are not great. These are not the droids I'm looking for. Okay, time to gush. Come on, red source. Oh, that's a red source. Oh, my spread is not very good anymore. Now that I had to gush, but yeah. I will end up being able to scratch down the Drift of Phantasms at some point if it blocks my Delver, and then I deal 2 damage afterwards and it ends up dying. But yeah, for now I just have to develop my Delver. And their deck shouldn't be too threatening if they don't have a creature that taps for mana on the board at the beginning of their turn, right? Not certain if they're, yeah, Moldrifter. I mean, that's annoying to me that they get to resolve that, but I didn't really have a way of countering it to begin with, so though most likely that's my preferred scratch target for now. Counterspell seems great. Get that out of here. I get to start dealing 4 damage a turn with the freed being a great blocker. Okay, I guess I should look at MV Lobos deck list to figure out what is in here. So far I've just been flying blind basically. Just like I know what the card does, I know that they're trying to generate infinite mana, but okay, so the only Jadi Offshoot, Overground Battlement, bunch of defenders, Valakut Invokers, the 1 win condition, Ghostly Flicker, Pulse of Muraza, sure. Do I even care about this? It runs into my Scrat, but then I don't get to Scrat the Drift away. It's probably better to keep my counterspell for follow-up Moldrifter though. Shield Sphere. Whatever, let's get this spell starter onto the board. Not that I particularly care about the Shield Sphere, but I was going to cast this eventually anyways, so. This gives me more damage potential. Okay, easiest shuffle of my life. Nice top deck. Yeah, and dealing 5 damage a turn should be fine. I think that's safer than letting them have the combo piece, because their number of combo pieces is probably much more limited than their, well, maybe not than their number of reasonable blockers, but like there's no way I'm losing when they prevent 3 damage a turn but still take 5. But there are definitely ways I'm losing if they have this on the board and then get to do combo shenanigans with it. Well, I guess now with the second counterspell in hand, this is still fine to counter, because 5 damage a turn against 2 damage a turn is a huge difference. Well, we win. This just feels way too easy after you just played like all in red and black-green delve nonsense. Just like handicapping yourself the entire time and playing with like subpar cards. And you get to do this type of stuff. Just doesn't feel fair. So probably want a null. It counters the Freed from the Real and also counters some of their spheres, or just the Shield Sphere I guess, which they might be boarding out or should be boarding out. Not certain if it's actually good enough. The Pyroblast definitely is though. Counters Freed and some of their boards and also the Moldrifters, so that's definitely good enough. Then I assume they don't have enough red cards in the deck for me to carry. Yeah, basically only the Valakut Invoker is red, so they will only cast the red card once they have infinite mana already. This list plays Scattershot Archer, though I would be keeping all of my bows in the deck regardless, so I don't really make myself more or less vulnerable to Scattershot Archer than with my main deck configuration. I think I'll cut all the augurs and add like 1 annul maybe, and then see where that gets me. Because augur is not going to be a great blocker and not going to be a great attacker against them having a ton of wards on the board. Still offers some card advantage with the ninja, but it just seems too clunky. And all of my spells seem great. The flying creatures seem to do a good job of flying over the blockers. Basically makes it so that my opponent needs exactly Drift of Phantasms to hold up my pressure. And yeah, it's possible I should also be cutting a ninja or something for the second annul, though they don't have particularly many annul targets. So, but potentially even Stormbound Geist is better than a ninja, because the ninja gets 1 hit in and then runs into a wall, both figuratively and literally. But I'll try this. Maybe the reusing of Spell Status Sprite is already enough of a reason. Yeah, I found the deck list. It does seem like it's not the exact same deck list though. Well, it could have been, right? What did we see that was not in this deck list? They had Moldrifter, they had Drift of Phantasms, X-Bane Guardian, Shield Sphere. It might just be this deck list. Why did you conclude that it wasn't this? Maybe I overlooked something that differed from the deck list that you just posted. Secland. Oh, maybe they just made some changes to the mana base or something. That would make sense. Okay, this seems like a keep, though I'm low on disruption. But yeah, preordain should fix everything, as it tends to do. Probably still Delver, even though Fairy Miscreant into Fairy Miscreant makes hitting my land drops a little better. But I want as much pressure as possible, and then I'll preordain on turn 2 to find my extra land. Yes, I want to reveal, though I did not want to draw that. Well, that's pretty nice. I think I'll bottom the spell stutter, even though it is a little bit of disruption. I would rather be revealing a spell to my Delver, and most likely I would rather be revealing any type of cantrip to find my third land, and also the counter spell, of course. This is the slightly higher risk line because I'm not cantripping with these towards my third land, but I can still go like Fairy Miscreant plus Fairy Miscreant next turn if I miss. So like any red source is amazing here, blue source is fine, any cantrip is amazing, any counter spell is amazing. Basically only red cards are bad for me. Wait, what did I reveal? Ponder. Yeah, that's great. That is great. Wow. Ash Barrens plus Scrat. Though the Scrat does not kill the Overgrown Battlement yet. So I guess I just Ash Barrens and keep Pyroblast open. Because like a Scrat for 3 doesn't really do much for me. I need a Scrat for 4 here. And likely I might even end up lightning bolting my opponent's face to turn this from a 2-turn clock in, or from a 3-turn clock into a 2-turn clock. Okay, never mind. I might be killing this with my lightning bolt because it's a very convenient target. Well, they do have access to a ton of mana, though Pyroblast still disrupts Freed from the Real. So this taps for 5 mana basically. That seems like a worthy lightning bolt target. And I'm not really giving them an extra turn because I can put an extra flyer onto the board so that this is lethal next turn. Seems good. Would I rather keep Spellstutter open or Fairy Miscreant for an extra card? When Pyroblast disrupts my opponent's Freed from the Real regardless, and I can't really protect myself from a Dispel regardless. Oh, no, that was awful. I should have just passed the turn and kept these two open, and then I run out Spellstutter end of turn. If they go Freed from the Real plus Dispel, I get to have like the Spellstutter as a backup, and yeah, I didn't need to Fairy Miscreant. I think now I'll run out the second one, but that was very unnecessary. Yeah, the correct play was just pass with 3 mana open, I think, and have Spellstutter plus Pyroblast. And if they don't do something scary, well, this I could have Spellstuttered. If they don't do something scary, I'll Spellstutter at end of turn to have 7 damage on the board. Well, that was going to buy them time regardless. The upside of this is that I get to build a huge fairy count, and I have protection against Freed from the Real in multiple ways next turn. Because now I have 3 fairies, so Freed from the Real for 3 mana gets countered. Don't Rolling Thunder me or something, that would be pretty awful. It isn't in the deck list that we just looked at. Okay, that seems worthy of countering. Get myself the 3rd blue, so Counterspell plus Spellstutter is a possibility. Okay, now they're at 1 card in hand. They can't really combo from here. I can Spellstutter a follow-up. Follow-up Pulse of Murasa or something like that. I'm not going to Ninja. I think I want Scrat open, so that if they try to enchant their creature, I can Scrat, and then the Spellstutter protects me from Well, I guess if they make infinite mana and the last card in their hand is counter backup, it doesn't really do much for them. God damn it. Well, they're still like dead on board, but that's annoying because I can't spell stutter it. And now I wish I had just shut this down during my turn. Maybe that was the better plan to begin with, because it keeps their colored mana pretty limited. I'll do that now. Because now if they want to cast some kind of red removal spell or something, or like a blue counter, they have to do it during their turn and I get to spell stutter back. Yeah, exactly, Museum Skin. I get to spell stutter that. And then I ninja back the spell stutter. Well, they can probably block it. No, they can't block it because then they're dead on board. So they would need to have a spell to go with it. Well, Pulse of Murasa here would be a pretty big blowout. But they're still getting beaten down in the air for quite a bit. Okay, we win. This deck's just way